you're a valuable person. And the artists are struggle with that so much. Because we get rejected a lot.
We're also like
exactly.
We're also like looking at the net. Like it's so hard to enjoy that moment because you're like, all right, well, what's the next moment? And then it's like, so it's like I try to do a lot of right now of like, yo, I'm living my dream, right? Like I'm in the middle of it right now.
Me too.
Yeah, like I'm in the middle of it. It's like we all have this grand adios thing, but to get to that grand adios moment, there has to be a lot of little moments and little wins and little successes to get there. So like I try to remind every time something good happens, I try to remind myself like, oh, be excited about this. Don't jump ahead yet. Take a moment to be like, this is dope. Like when we have a really good episode day, it's that night. It's like, yo, we killed it today. That is awesome. Remember we were sitting in the house with just audio and just in my living room, and now look where we are. Like
it's
truly,
crazy.
Yeah, you are so inspiring.
For sure.
Thanks, friend.
You really are. I mean, I watched this guy go. He went through some stuff. He had ideas. A good idea is just a good idea. But you did something about it, and I feel like it's gonna speak to people so much. And everybody that hears this wants to jump on board, me included. I'll go in the studio with you any day. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Truly, it's very inspiring. You're doing it, and you too. I mean, I remember you were just like a podcast, okay, and now you're in this place is awesome.
Well, we literally were having these conversations in season 1 about how, like, off camera, if you will, about where we were at in life.
Yeah.
And what we wanted to be doing. And then it's like now cut to
4 years later.
And
like,
we're all doing the stuff that we were talking about.
That's amazing.
But it starts off with like an idea. It starts
but like
off,
you said, impossible. But like I even look at like the team I have around me. It's like they're all incredibly professional people, and I'm like, wait, hold on. Everybody's looking at me to get. Huh? Wait, me? What?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, because you see your vision, man, and it's awesome, and it works when you have the people around you. Like everything that we're doing, all of the things that we do in entertainment, it is not a one-person job. This is just not one person's brainchild. It takes a village. It really does. You know, especially, you know, and not especially, but very much in music. You know, I can't be the artist and be, you know, dancing and doing the business
producer,
side and
the engineering, and the market.
I have been.
Well, you have to when you start, but in order to grow,
do it until you don't have to.
Yeah.
And now I'm so appreciative that I have the people around me that I have because they're amazing, and all of these doors are just opening up, and everything just feels easy right now. And before it was such a struggle. Like early in my career. Very early. I had some success early on. Like I started charting it at 8. Yeah. But then I wasn't trying to do anything. I just loved singing, and I did. And then that show led to this, and then that one got me into nationals. And somebody saw me in nationals, said, "Why don't you do this show in Vegas?" And from the show in Vegas, there were radio people there. And then I made an album, and then I got charting, and then it was just like completely effortless. I also was a child, so I'm sure my mom was doing a lot of the business stuff for me. Right. But then, you know, when I first moved here, it was not that simple. I mean, it wasn't.
Welcome to the chaos.
And he was there at the same time as Link, and they're like, "What's up? Did he tell you about this?"
No.
Was it I don't remember if it was that time or the time after. And this guy just blatantly was not on the show. Like, it was just not true. He was like, "Oh, great. So I'll see you on set." Because he was there. Because, yeah. Don't say it. Why would you do that?
He just said, "See you on set." Like,
yeah. Well, Link was like, you know, "Oh, dude, it's crazy that you're here at the same time. Like, what are you here for?" And he was like, "I'm here for NCIS Hawaii. And I'm on the show." I'm like, he was like, "That's great. So am I." And he was like, "Great." He was like, "Yeah." And then, because Link was working like for 2 or 3 weeks there, and he was like, "I'll see." He wasn't on the show. He was not on the show.
oh my!
I don't even remember who it was, but I'm glad I don't. It's okay. It was just.
I wonder if it's just like a nervous thing that people do. Like,
yeah.
It's like a little lie that slips out, and you're like, "Why did I say that?"
Yeah. No, it was a guy that. Yeah. I don't know.
There's a lot of people who just like to make up, especially out here. Well, not just the culture. LA, people wanting to be cool will just make up
Yeah.
to just like fit in or try to fit in somewhere, and it's like I don't
Be where
get
you
it.
are.
Yeah, and it's like it's gonna come out. Like we're all gonna figure out that you're lying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a big one. That's like being like, yeah, I just did a co-star on I did a guest star spot on Titanic.
Yeah.
That's very verifiable.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
You can go look all
So
of this
you
up.
are.
It's like the. Did you ever hear those stories? Like when I first got to LA, they're like, don't put fake credits.
Don't put fake credits yet.
Like or credits that are like a real show. Don't put that you were on there. Because like there's like the story, the casting director's like, oh, you were on that show, and they're like, yeah. And he's like, I casted that. I don't remember.
I don't remember you.
Yeah.
Also in reverse, Link came to my acting class once a while ago, and there was this casting director that came, and she was talking about how she casted this movie, and Link was like, I was in that movie. She sure is not the casting director.
No shit. So it's
It's like
Yeah.
people just like try
Don't
to
do
fit
that.
in, but it's like people just try to fit in
Yeah.
because it's like there's just especially out here there's so much comparison, low self-esteem,
I know.
like
Well, I feel like this industry kind of breeds that because I feel like people come out here because they're looking for an identity. Well, they don't have an identity, and they'll find it in everybody else and everything else, like characters. They're playing characters.
yeah, and
trying
they'll
to figure
take
out
a
who
little
they are.
bit, yeah.
And now you're just a regurgitator, and you're an off-brand version of other people. That's not who you are, though. You're never gonna be in your power like that. Your authenticity is what makes you powerful. That's
True.
the thing. But how can you be in your power and like know if you don't know who you are? You know, I guess that's maybe this is a part of that journey. I guess.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But I guess everyone's on their own journey, and it's like, well, or maybe you need to start it and stop lying.
You said it.
I mean, the only thing I put, the fake thing I put on my resume was an acting teacher. I just made up something, Dr. White, from New Orleans. Because I wasn't taking any. This is when I wasn't like really taking acting seriously. Before it was before my accident.
Oh, we've all done stuff. Like, yeah.
I'm like, I need to beef this up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think when I first started too, I was I just what they were I didn't have any credits, and so I didn't have anything to put on my reel, so I just was making stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
You
just
can make it up like if it's like a cut, like a student film
student
or an
films.
indie kind of thing. Like you can.
Yeah.
I made when I used to act, I made that shit up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I made that shit back in the day.
You used to act?
Yeah, is that surprising?
Not at all. Not at all. Not in the slightest.
Yeah, no. Back in the day, when I first moved here, when I was living in New York, I did a couple of shows. Actually, if you Google me and Tom Selleck, I never got casted on CBS again because I did the initial episode of Blue Bloods, and there was a situation that occurred that got kind of blown up on TMZ, and then I never got casted on a CBS show ever
happened?
again.
I'm sorry. Go on.
Right?
Say more.
So if you Google my name with Tom Selleck, it was like a long day, and I was playing like one of the cadets at a graduation ceremony for the police department, and like I wasn't saluting the wrong way. I was saluting, and like we had to keep on redoing the take, and he wasn't very happy about it. And there was a lot of people calling him like Magnum PI and mustache, and asking for mustache rides, and so like he just made like a comment, but like somebody on set like sold it off to like told a bunch of people, and it appeared on a bunch of different like publications. So yeah, if you Google my name with Tom Selleck, that pops up. Mr. Tom Selleck, I love you on everything you do. Please don't ever hate me. But and then yeah, so I never got called in for a CBS
Wait,
show
because you didn't salute
ever
right?
again. Yeah, like I just kept messing up. Bro, I was nervous. It was one like my first
yeah.
like big things I was doing. Like I did like theater stuff and little things, but and yeah,
it's different
plus,
being on set.
Plus, also like I don't know. No one. They're like, all right, you salute. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how to do that. It's like they're like, no, it's wrong. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
No, it's wrong. Somebody tell me.
I was not in the military.
Yeah,
I'm
right,
making this up.
right.
Like yeah, and like it was like we were on set for like 15 hours. Like it was the last thing of the day too. Like so
dang.
everybody
15. You were 1 hour
we were
away from
we
going
were
there,
fried. Yeah, we were fried, and he was fried. So like yeah, it was
An hour and 1
was
minute.
interesting.
Don't make that mistake.
And they were making fun of his like who's
Can I
was
go
just
on a
lot of like
mustache
extras
ride?
and like so like this was a graduation ceremony for the NYPD. So like there was so many
Real
extras
people.
and so, yeah
like real cadets?
like
On the show.
extras, people on the show, and then like because we were in the middle of Times Square, Sorry, we were right outside Madison Square Garden.
Oh,
so there was just so many people
onlookers.
watching.
Gotcha.
I see.
Like, wait, what's going on here? And then like, so, and when Blue Bloods was coming out, it was like kind of like a big deal because it was a New York City cop show. So like, it was interesting. So I did that. I did like a bunch of like indie movies, things along those lines. And then I kind of just got frustrated, got into drugs and partying, and I was like, I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah,
it hurts a little bit. Yeah, but it's a numbers game. It is. You gotta like wait it out. You know, if you love it, and it sometimes when you love something so much, you put a lot of weight on it, and when you put the weight on it, it's impossible to move like that. You can't move like that. You're weighing yourself down. You're putting too much pressure on yourself, and now it's not fun anymore.
No, it wasn't fun. And honestly, like I've told him a couple times, like I did one movie. I was in the Disney Ranch. And I had the first scene of the day and the last scene of the day. Yeah. And I just had to sit there. I was like, this sucks. I'm bored out of my... I was in hair and makeup at like 5, on set by 6, done with my first scene at 7:30, and we didn't shoot the next one until like 7 p.m. And I'm just like...
That's the job.
See, I love that.
Me too.
I'm on set like this the whole time.
Yeah. Even
though like
say
my
out of the
back...
way, but I want to talk to everybody.
Right.
No, my ADHD was
it's
not
the only
like,
place that I feel like...
Makes me hungry.
I
don't eat
Crafty?
ever like I do at Crafty.
Right.
You should not let me have the free fruit snacks. What?
Yes.
I wasn't allowed to have fruit snacks growing up, so it backfired.
Yeah, the fruit
hard.
Snacks.
I'm a gusher psycho. Like I can't stop eating them. I will buy them and I will eat the whole box before I leave the store.
Yeah.
Before I get home. I mean, before I leave the store. That's stealing. That's not what I meant. Strike that.
But like you're focused more on singing though right now more than acting, or is it you're kind of like in
both,
right?
Because
you just did like a play. You were doing a play and then
I did Cinderella.
Nice.
So before COVID, that was crazy. I was a Cinderella story in and of itself. I was at this audition. It's both union and non-union. We're at casting. There were over 500 girls that came just for the role of Cinderella. I'm like, this is going to be a waste of my day. I'm just going to walk out. I'm just going to go. And then I was like, let me just get past this round and see if I make it. And then I'm like, then there's the acting round, there's the dance round, then there's the vocal round. And I was like, oh, you messed up. You're going to do vocal rounds? Okay. And then we did it, and then we did chemistry. You know, like pairings. It was a long day. Stage auditions for theater and musicals, it is so unbelievably cutthroat. It's number 32, number 16, number 78, step forward. Thank you, you can go home. Just like in front of, they cut you.
Talk about ego.
Yeah.
Like, talk about, like, just shoot you down.
Yeah, and it's such a weird thing, too, because you make friends with these people over the day, and then you don't know what to do when, like, they're leaving, and you're like, oh, bye. And you're like, that's not the right thing to do. What do you...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
You give them the Mikey salute.
Not the right way, though.
Not that. Do it wrong, But yeah, so that happened, and I had so much fun, just being Cinderella. They were, like, giving me my own... dressing room. I had my own person. Someone's whole job was to wig me. Yeah. Just wigs. That's it. And it was so fun. But they gave me my own dressing room. I didn't want my dressing room because I want to be with the cast.
Yes, yes.
I don't want to be alone. What's everybody doing? Right. Hey guys.
And then you're like the number one. So it's like you have this.
Part.
Right.
That part. So everybody wants to be number one.
Right.
Now you got it. Now what? Now there's a lot of money
and
a 70-person
pressure,
cast
yes,
weighing on you, and it's those moments where you find out what the F you're really made of.
Yeah.
Which I love that. I thrive in those situations because it's just either I'm going to nail this or I'm not. And if I have a choice here, I'm gonna do it. You know, I had to learn King Lear in 2 weeks. That was the hardest thing I've ever done. But yeah, so anyway, singing, acting, I love both of them. I just recently actually, I was a part of this movie called Hollywood Grit, where I was writing and singing for the film, for the music, but also I was in it as the singer of these songs, which was like a dream job.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, I'm gonna act and sing in this. Sick.
Yeah.
You know, and so we did that. We had to write 15 songs or something for this movie. Mostly it was my friends John and Nick and Sarah, and then I came in and started just messing everything up. But it was, and so from that we all accidentally formed a band.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So Ryan, the director, we were just having so much fun writing for this, and then we were like, should we just keep writing? Do we do that? And we did. He's changed his whole career.
The director?
He's a full-time in this band now.
Wow.
Yeah, Russ Riders, and we're just
Russ
having
Riders.
we already have 2 albums ready to go. And we just can't stop writing it.
That's awesome. That's an awesome artistic flow.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was just, everybody worked so well together. It was just so collaborative. And I've been doing this for a while, and I was signed, and I was at these writing sessions all day, every day. That was my job, and I would come home, and Link will tell you, I felt just beat up. I looked beat up. I looked like I had just been in a fight. And when I come back from working with these guys,
Cup is full.
Wow.
the cup is full. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. I feel like they push me to be better, and I love that. I need to be around people who are better than me because, for an average of
So you're
5.
saying for
Does that make
Cinderella
you
is when
better?
you came back and you felt beat up?
Oh no, that was written by Rodgers and Hammerstein. Those guys are G's.
Yeah.
They know how to write.
It's the film.
Writing,
the film.
writing for my artist project. As a recording artist.
Oh, gotcha,
So
gotcha,
writing
gotcha.
my original.
Yeah.
Dances, triple threat, plus more tings.
I know.
and all the, like,
I was
and
still
you-
thinking
you-
about Cinderella because I wanted to hear about what it was like when you got the call to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to take it back if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Let's take it back. So when the last rounds of Cinderella, there was probably 8 to 12 people there left in the room. And I think then I was like, I'm going to book this. I just knew
just
it.
knew it, yeah.
I just knew I was going to book it. But like, you try not to get ahead of that rarely happens to me.
Yes.
I'm always like, what was that? Doc, but I was like, oh, I booked this job. And then I was just like, okay, let it go. Because you don't want to have attachments to outcomes.
Yes.
That's a really bad habit to get into as an artist.
I try to tell people that.
It's hard.
Yeah.
You got to be okay no matter what happens.
100%.
Right.
Be able to walk away. I mean, and that's true.
Easier said than done.
It's simple, but it ain't easy.
Yeah.
And so I walked away, and I was just like, I hope that this works, and if not, I will just keep busy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do
You
what
just
you
know
do.
that you killed it. Like, it happened to me recently for a feature.
Really?
I had a callback, a Zoom callback. It was a whole ordeal.
Yeah.
I was in a Zoom room waiting for like 4 or 5 hours. In and out. They're like, we're not ready. Can you come back?
Wow.
And like, I did the audition, and at the end, I had a death scene. And as I was dying, I hear, damn, that was pretty good on the Zoom. And I was like, oh, I booked that. And then the politics came in, and the producers wanted a name.
Yeah.
And he had a little more credits. But I was like, it was a win. It was a win.
It is a win because they're going to remember you.
Yeah.
They're going to remember
They were fighting,
you.
like the producer and the director were fighting
Yeah.
for me, but the director and the casting director were fighting for me. But then the producer was like, no, we want the name. So
Amazing.
It was a
That's
bummer,
amazing, and
but-
also not your fault.
yeah, right.
And that's one of those. And nobody is like the 4-minute mile. It's impossible until someone does it, and now everybody can do it.
Yes.
Right. And so it just takes that one person to say yes to get you the big role.
Yeah.
And
But it's
Yeah.
that
Your career
But it's that
is
one part.
off.
Like I love how everybody's like, I forgot who was. Maybe it was like Tim Grover or somebody. It's like, it doesn't matter how hard you work. Somebody has to, especially in this industry in entertainment, somebody has to be like you.
yeah.
Because there's so many people out there that are
Yes.
more talented than the person
There's
that
always-
has the huge record deal and
Yeah.
making millions. And but
course.
somebody has to be like, I like you. You're something about you, and then you're golden.
And that's it. That's
And you just got to
it.
keep working until you
100%. 100%. I think in the past, I'll come back. to
Yeah,
Cinderella.
sure.
I think in the past, I have been loyal to the wrong people. right? And that messed me up because I've said no to things because the person, my manager or whoever, started feuding with them, and so I realized there's a balance there between doing what you need to do for yourself, for your career, and loyal. Sometimes people are just not the right fit for you, and they just are messing it up. You're like,
my God.
Please don't represent me with that attitude. I don't like that. Don't do that. I'm a nice lady. I'm a lady.
She's a nice lady.
I'm a nice lady. I don't want people to think but you also need somebody to fight for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, going back to Cinderella. So I think it was the next day. I was in the car. I was with Link. I think we were driving probably to get snacks, Gushers. I'm a big fan. Huge. I eat like a 6-year-old. It's a problem.
It's amazing.
And then I got a call, and they were like, "Hi, is this Victoria?" I was expecting it to be, or maybe another round of callbacks. I don't know. And he was like, "We would like you to play the part. We want to offer you the part of Cinderella." And I said, "What?" Seriously?
Gushers just flying out your mouth.
Yeah, just coming out of my mouth, out of my cheeks like a chick mom. I do, because I eat them a whole pack at a time.
Yeah.
You know, they're, yeah.
Everybody's got a vice, right? We used to do drugs. She does Gushers. Happens.
Yeah, it happens. It's delicious. When was the last time you had Gushers?
man.
I do love Gushers. I
I had to have like an apple at lunch at school, and all these kids have fruit snacks. I was like, this sucks. Trade you. No one wants to trade with me. But anyway, so I got that call, and then I was like, oh no, you know. Oh,
Reality sets in.
Yeah, I'm like, I got the job. That's amazing. Now the real work begins. You know,
Yeah.
so the first thing we do is we have a table read with the whole cast. It's over 60 people, but it's a 60-person cast.
Yeah.
Not including offstage people. But
Was that here in LA or? Okay.
it was in LA and touring. But yeah, it was in LA.
tour, yeah.
And it was I have never been more nervous for anything in my life, because some of the actors were veteran actors. Like, they had done big stuff before,
Right.
you know, and I was just so nervous. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna read like an idiot. Like, I'm gonna stumble over all the words, and then you
You have like imposter syndrome, right?
yes, 100%.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, you have to handle this now. And so I just did it. You know, sometimes it's just stop telling a story about the thing and just do the thing.
Yeah.
It's just
much easier said than done.
self-inflicting.
Yeah, we make up stories for stuff that hasn't happened, and then we take that narrative and run with it, and we're like, wait, this is not true.
Yeah. What are the truths here?
Yeah.
Can you do it? Can you memorize the lines? Can you read clearly? Yes, you can. You can.
Yeah. I've gone through. I was in New York last year doing Off-Broadway, and I was
You
in the
were?
middle of the run. I'm having imposter syndrome. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
I don't feel like I'm good enough to be here, and blah, blah, blah. And now it's crazy because I thought that was going on. And just recently, not to toot my own horn, but I got nominated for a Drama Desk Award.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah. And I was like, really?
Are you sure?
And like you said, like I'm in this categories with like Sarah Snook and
Oh, that's
Lily Rabe, and I'm like, now I'm having more.
Yeah.
It's coming back. I'm like, do I belong? No, I do belong.
You
like,
do.
I worked my ass
You
off.
did.
Yeah.
You deserve that. And that's the thing, right? It's, no, I do deserve this.
Yeah.
You have worked your whole life for these moments.
True.
And you got there, and don't start questioning it now. It's
Yeah.
just, it's a difference between being humble and being,
Like you don't deserve it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and you do. Like, you're a valuable person. And
Right.
the artists struggle with that so much.
So much.
Because we get rejected a
We're
lot.
also like
Yeah, exactly.
we're also like looking at the net. Like, it's so hard to enjoy that moment because you're like, all right, well, what's the next moment? And then it's like, so it's like I try to do a lot of right now of like, yo, I'm living my dream, right? Like, I'm in the middle of it
Now.
right now.
Me too.
Yeah, like I'm in
Love
the
it.
middle of it. It's like we all have this grandiose thing, but to get to that grandiose moment, there has to be a lot of little moments and little wins and little successes to get there. So like I try to remind every time something good happens, I try to remind myself like, oh, be excited about this. Don't jump ahead yet. Take a moment
100%.
to be like, oh,
right?
this is dope. Like when we have a really good episode day, it's that night. It's like, yo, we killed it today. That is awesome. Remember we were sitting in the house with just audio and just in my living room, and now look where we are. Like
It's
Truly,
crazy.
Yeah.
you are so inspiring.
For sure.
Thanks, friend.
You really are. I mean, I watched this guy go. He went through some stuff. He had ideas. A good idea is just a good idea. But you did something about it, and I feel like it's gonna speak to people so much. And everybody that hears this wants to jump on board, me included. I'll go in the studio with you any day. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Truly, it's very inspiring. You're doing it, and you too. I mean, I remember you were just like a podcast, okay, and now you're in this place is awesome.
Well, we literally were having these conversations in season 1 about how, like, off camera, if you will, about where we were at in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what we wanted to be doing. And then it's like now cut to
4 years
4 years
later,
later,
and, like,
and we're
yo,
all
we're
doing the
actually
stuff that we were
doing
talking
the
about.
things.
That's amazing.
But it
Okay,
starts
that's
off
so
with like an
important.
idea. It starts
But like
off,
you said, impossible. But like I even look at like the team I have around me. It's like they're all incredibly professional people, and I'm like, wait, hold on. Everybody's looking at me to get, huh? Wait, me? Wait.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, because
yeah.
you see your vision, man, and it's awesome, and it works when you have the people around you. Like everything that we're doing, all of the things that we do in entertainment, it is not a one-person job. This is just not one person's brainchild. It takes a village. It really does. You know, especially, you know, and not especially, but very much in music, you know, I can't be the artist and be, you know, dancing and doing the business
Producer,
side and
the
doing,
engineer,
and
the
but
market.
I have
Yeah.
been.
Well, you have to,
I have been.
when you start, but
You
in order
have
to grow,
do it until you don't have to.
Yeah.
And now I'm so appreciative that I have the people around me that I have, because they're amazing, and all of these doors are just opening up, and everything just feels easy right now. And before it was such a struggle. Like early in my career, very early, I had some success early on. Like
little kid
I started
eating
charting
apples
it at 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. But then I wasn't trying to do anything. I just loved singing, and I did. And then that show led to this, and then that one got me into nationals. And somebody saw me in nationals, said, "Why don't you do this show in Vegas?" And from the show in Vegas, there were radio people there. And then I made an album, and then I got charting, and then it was just like completely effortless. I also was a child, so I'm sure my mom was doing a lot of the business stuff for me.
Right.
But then, you know, when I first moved here, it was not that simple. I mean, it wasn't. I had to submit stuff for myself, you know, and then I got into, you know, do you guys remember Making the Band?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was in Day 26's sister group, Forever Heartbreak, after Danny Kane broke up. And that was a whole
Was that with Diddy?
for another day.
That was the Diddy show, yeah.
For another day.
Because I could just keep going.
Well,
And then I died later. But like my body
an
knows how to.
extrovert, yeah.
No, I'm an introvert, but I can extrovert.
Me too.
I can extrovert
I'm an
very well.
outgoing introvert. What is that?
I'm an introverted extrovert.
yeah.
Actually, I don't think that's true. I think I'm an extrovert.
I was gonna say, I see you at the gym and you talk to like you don't even work out. You're there for 2 hours before you even lift a weight, and you just talk to everybody.
That's so true. I call it mind muscle disconnection. You just keep talking.
Yeah.
You don't realize how many reps you've done.
But you haven't actually done
you're
any
sore
reps.
later. Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. You don't know my life.
I've worked out with your husband multiple times while we're there.
That's true. Because we're there. Yeah, yes.
Yes.
You're right. You're
Yes.
absolutely right.
We love when Link was on the show. He actually in season
speaking
2.
of,
Like,
we should update about that.
In season 2, yeah. So your husband is Link Hand.
Yes.
He was on season 2. He's actually our second most viewed episode on season 2.
really?
Yeah,
His
because
is
he
a
just gets like
great-
so deep
Link
and
is
talks,
so
and he
good.
cries every time. Like
Yeah, he
was
does.
on. He was on. He
Really?
was on season 1 and 2.
never
Cried
see him
both
cry.
times.
Aw.
Yeah. But like it was so heartfelt and like
authentic.
there's just so much. Your
Yeah.
husband's an amazing human being.
Yeah, he's awesome.
just like has
know.
such a great soul.
He really- he
but like
really
there's just so
is.
much like wisdom that. So me and Danny would just sit there and afterwards like, I can run through the wall. Danny can roll through it. We're gonna get
Yes.
there.
so lucky every day. I'm like, other people don't have this, you know. Just the being married to somebody that you really like.
Yeah.
You know.
You would think that's a normal thing,
it's
but
not
it's not.
normal. Most people hate their spouses.
Yeah.
They do. They're like, I love you, but I don't like you. That's not gonna fly with me. I love being happy, and I say that, and you think everybody does. No, they don't. Not everybody does love being happy. Some people really don't realize how addicted to drama they are. I'm not one of those persons. I love being happy. And if I, for a moment, feel like I'm a ball and chain, and like I don't want that. I want him to choose me every day. It's really, marriage is not that complicated. It's not, I mean, it can be, I guess, but you just got to communicate. That's all. And everybody always says that, but just do it.
So let's talk about how you
Have
guys
hard
met.
Conversations.
Yeah, and then
How
get
did
to
we
that,
meet?
like how you have the hard conversations, but when you first met, like how was that? And then you got into, like, did it always just work?
Oh dear. Well, I had my eye on this guy for a while, but I've always been in a relationship, so I never thought anything about it. I was just like, oh, he's cute, and that's it. And then we just kept running into each other at events. And ask him this story, he'll tell you something very different.
Link part 3.
Yeah, but basically, I broke up with my boyfriend, and I kept running into him. And I was like, you know what? I was absolutely planning on being single for a while. And I was like, I'm just going to hit this. So I hit him up on Facebook. I'm like, hey.
That was long ago, huh?
Oh, long ago.
Facebook.
Yeah, we've been together for 12 years. Yeah. Or maybe 13 almost. I don't know. And he was like, where are you right now? Which is really good for me because I'm the kind of person, if you're not aggressive, I will lose interest, you know? Like, I have ADHD, man. You know, I just... That worked.
Right.
That worked. So we went to tea and we were there for like, I don't know, like way too many hours. Like 7 hours.
For tea?
Mm-hmm. Coffee. He doesn't drink.
That's right.
And so I was like, okay. And we just I was like, well, we'll just like hang out again. And then we just kept hanging out every day forever. We just never stopped hanging out. Yeah. It was just so easy. We never even had the conversation. We never had the like, what are we? Until we got engaged. Yeah. We didn't have to. It was obvious, you know.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah. And but
one
that's,
day, Mikey.
We don't know what that's like.
One day.
One day. But that was hard for me at first, you know, not because I told him. Now hear me out. I just gotten out of a relationship, and I've been in a relationship since I was in like 4th grade. You know, like I'm just a serial monogamous. Yeah, I really am. I know what I like, and if I just like that, then what?
I like that.
That's good. That's good for me. I like that, you know?
So how's it being married, though? Because, like, how's it being married to another artist? Because I feel like a lot of people have, like, a hard time with that. Because, like, you both have individual careers that you're working on. He's away shooting movies. You're away doing music. There's a lot, like, how does that? Because you need to live your own separate lives and have your own careers.
Well, I'm glad you asked, because that's something we talked about in the beginning. It was just, we're both very career-driven. And I'm so supportive of him, and he's so supportive of me. And like we were saying it earlier in this conversation, a lot of people come out here and they're needing to find the thing that makes them them. He's not my other half. He's 100% whole a person, and I'm 100% whole a person.
I like that.
And together, we're very grounded and confident in who we are as people. That makes this so easy. Because it's way easier. I'm not saying everything's easy all the time, but it is.
That's life. I mean,
it's just there's things that are going to get thrown at you. Yeah, but it's not what people make it. Just don't be an asshole. Marriage isn't that hard. It's not. And he's very supportive of me, and I'm very supportive of him. I'm never going to tell him not to do something, because his success is my success.
Yes. I
get so excited for him when he gets something, and I mean it.
Yeah, there's no envy there.
No, and if your marriage is strong enough, or your relationship is strong enough, I don't care if he's doing lovesy. I don't. Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? You know, where are you gonna go?
Because I'll find you.
Because our marriage is strong enough to, like,
And you're like,
it's
just-
insecurity that makes that happen.
But like people have like, I feel like people who I've had people who I know have had hard times with that aren't like artists themselves and don't really. It's like
They don't
hey,
understand the
this
job.
is just the job. It's
True.
not it's very
That's true.
awkward on set when that's going on.
That part.
Like so, it's like it's not. It's part
Yeah.
of the script and that's it.
100%. People, it looks like one thing, like magic in this moment. If you're there, and usually they're close sets, but if you are there, there's like 35 people around you in a skeleton crew.
There's nothing sexy about it.
Yeah, it's not sexy at all. You're very aware that you're being filmed. I mean, I can dive in, like in my head, but again,
But then you're turning it off because like
You
it's
turn
just
it
for the
off.
moment.
You turn it
But yeah,
off.
there's a couple times where like it's happened with big celebrities where the Brad Pitt, Jennifer.
Yeah, the
like,
on-set
the
romances.
on-set romances, which is
We call it
such
island
a
fever.
such a very once in a great while thing.
but also yes, and it's fleeting. And if you aren't connecting with somebody here and you're connecting with them there, that's why just connect. Do the work. That's what the real work is of marriage. Just connect. Listen. When you're actually listening, don't just hear me. Listen to me.
Apparently that's hard because like what most 56% of marriages end in divorce now. Like that's
So it's not even half anymore. It's just like most people are gonna get
that's
divorced.
the rate. Yeah, I mean
crazy.
social media life, everything. It's
People
like
give up.
56. Yeah.
Also, people marry the wrong person. They do it because they feel like that's what the next thing to do is. It's not.
Or you settle.
Or you settle.
Right.
That's not your equal.
Yeah.
That is not your equal. They are not going the same place. You grow together because you're going to change. In 12 years, we are not the same people that we were when we got together. But you adapt.
Yeah.
I'm growing. Grow with me. You can do it together. You can. You just have to be open and do it. Just try. It's just
There's a lot of people out here who just want like that picture perfect without actually putting in the effort, the conversation, which
that. You have to have the hard conversations. If you have needs that are not being met, you have to talk about it. As uncomfortable as it is, you have to talk about
and you
it.
also have to be okay with walking away, which is what a lot of people don't want to do because they're comfortable. It's like I may never find somebody else, so I'm just gonna. I'd rather this than nothing. And it's like, well, maybe get to learn yourself, and you'll attract what's supposed to be there.
That's 100%. A lot of these girls at the gym. What I do instead of lifting weights, the people will just, girls in general, they're expecting. It's such a weird thing because it's almost like they're looking for another person to complete them because they're seeking something, and this can go into spirituality or religion or anything. You're looking for an outside source to make you happy. You can't do that.
And never will.
You never will. That's too much pressure to put on a person to begin with.
Well, they're always gonna let you down.
They're always going to let you down. You can't do that. You have to find that inside of you, and then by happenstance, that's going to translate into your marriage, and you probably will be happier because you aren't looking outside of yourself, and you attract like attracts like. I didn't make that up. It's a universal law. It just is. So be the best version of yourself that you can be, and you're going to attract the person that matches you. You will. Yeah. Better be in the right place, or you're going to attract who matches you wherever you are.
We've definitely done those relationships.
I have too.
Yes.
We all have.
Me?
I mean, yeah, but you happened to 12 years ago to find somebody and then never leave them.
That's true.
We're still,
Yeah.
we're still on the other side of the coin right now.
That's okay. But all of those people that you met is just giving you clarity on what you don't want.
But it was a learning lesson,
True.
and actually,
Yeah.
like every relationship because let's be real, in
clarity.
life, 99% of your relationships are gonna fail.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's just if you think about it, you're only supposed to end up with one person unless you're one of those people who has multiple.
Yeah.
Good for you. But you learn something from everybody, and like every relationship I had,
Polygamy.
a couple of them ended really badly. One of them ended of like so much
Same.
love and respect, and but it's like they all served a purpose.
Yeah.
Like
They did, yes.
yeah, you find out what you don't want.
Yeah, rather in a partner and in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to let someone treat me like that again. I'm never going to be, and even, not even in just those kinds of in any relationship. In music, I'm just gonna say it. Not that long ago, I was in in a situation where everything I was trying to do was getting, I felt like they were just dodging it, or just making, I had no creative control. And it doesn't work like that. And when there's too many chefs, there's a choreographer, there's a director, there's my manager who has his own ideas of what this is supposed to be. And then I got lost. And I guess at that time, I didn't have the balls to be like, everybody stop, because I was just honestly so grateful that there was people there that were working on my behalf. Mm-hmm. That whole thing is new for me because I've had to do everything alone for so long. And it just made me feel like, okay, sure, I'm just grateful they were there, but also no, that's not what this is. Like a music video specifically. Okay, there's this song I did, and all of these people were coming together, as choreographer, my manager, to work on this video, and it was just, I didn't even release it. I'm like, this is not it. I'd rather just not put it out than for it to go like this. Cut to 2 weeks ago, I guess, yeah, probably 2 weeks ago. This guy I know who has heard this song was like, we have the head of film and television from CAA coming over. We need a project. We need to be working on, show them what we're capable of. He has a technology company that's really exciting, and it's a new technology, and they thought Monster, this song I did called Monster, would be the perfect song to showcase what this place is capable of. This is a technology that's similar to what they were doing in Avatar, but it's better.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so we started working on that. I did mocap and like live rendering of mocap.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy. And then I get into, they can take an iPad and then go into all of the world and just, I don't even have to be there now. And they can change the whole, I could become a fish. I could become a Lego man. I
want to become a Lego man.
That's what I said. I want to do it as a Lego man. That would be the best, right?
Lego sponsor me.
Yeah, Legos, please. Are we? We might be autistic.
Huh? I'm definitely on the spectrum somewhere. I've accepted that a while ago. Like, yeah. I think all creative people are.
I love dinosaurs and trains so much. I do. Trains are fine.
And gushers.
And gushers.
I read
Dinosaurs
that
are cool,
a lot
whatever.
of one of my best friends, his son is autistic, loves dinosaurs.
Telling
I heard that there's a reading that I read something that there's an affinity for dinosaurs and.
I mean, I watch Jurassic Park all the time. I guess.
Yeah.
Same.
I think mostly I just want to slide down a Brontosaurus's neck and it looks like a good time. Yeah, right? Oh, so cool. Land Before Time was one of my favorites.
That was the classic.
Yeah. You guys know that?
Hell yeah.
Of course. I think that's the first time we all got like really sad.
Yeah,
Me
Delph,
too.
the first movie that made me cry, I think, yeah?
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Bambi.
I know.
Mama getting shot.
Tragedy.
Yeah.
All
Triggering.
right.
There's a lot of things in my life that are triggering, but that's definitely
true.
up
I have no idea what we were just talking about.
So the
get
song
so
Monster,
Oh,
is that the one you didn't like, Monster?
Oh,
or
I love the song.
Okay.
I don't love
video part?
Yeah, just the way that was coming together. It's like I was grateful that I had a team, but I was just like, this is not it, And so now I'm doing it again, but with these people who can do it at way higher level than I ever could.
Yes.
We could have afforded personally, but just period.
But also besides like the financial part of it, it's the people that you have to get along with. Like there was a lot of these people in the room were talking about finding a partner who compliments you, that you get along with, that can see, like, you can say like, I'm not good at this, but that person might be amazing at it, and like you guys compliment each other. It's like a relationship, right? I think that's so important.
Strengths.
Right.
Play your strengths.
Right.
And so he has this facility that's just groundbreaking, and we have this group of friends who are unbelievably talented. Just, writers, directors, producers, actors, and it's just a little family, honestly.
Yeah.
And so working it out together to be able to utilize all of these things to make, one, some money, two, let's show what this place is capable of. And just crazy. I mean, I couldn't even take photos or videos of the last thing I did there because it's a proprietary technology, you know?
Oh, that's exciting.
And it's just really cool that they chose me, or my song, really, not me, but like my song, I guess, and me, to be the first ever to come out with a music video with this technology, which is just, I don't think I ever think about what I do until I sit down and do a podcast about it. You know, truly, because it's always the next. I have rehearsal.
He tells me that all the time. He's like, Dan, you do this, and that. Like, you don't give yourself enough credit.
Yeah, we've come really far.
It's hard to like.
Yeah.
I've only started giving myself credit.
Because like we lived,
Great
I
habit
think,
to get into.
Because if I don't, then I just start getting frustrated that, I'm not getting where I want to get fast enough. Or if something doesn't happen the way I want it to, then I kind of spiral out. And it's like, well, hold on, we did all this to get here.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen that way, just like with your song. All right, well, maybe that's not the way it's supposed to happen. And then it's going to happen. Like, I'm kind of on this like universal kind of testing thing of like.
I love this.
It's, okay, are you cool with this not happening? Are you cool with, you had it one way. Are you cool with seeing it another way? Because the way you have it, it's not gonna work. It's gonna work better this way.
You have to trust that everything that happens to you is for your best and highest interest. Even if you can't see it in that moment, life is best understood backwards. It just is.
Yeah.
It just is. It's hard to swallow that pill sometimes because you're just like, I don't see how that's helpful.
And you don't. And sometimes you don't understand.
You don't
just have to
understand.
let it go. Like, if it's good for you, it makes you feel good. Like, let it happen.
Yeah, just trust.
And then the bad stuff also, you don't understand that. Why is it happening? But it's
for a
setting you
purpose,
up for
too.
something else, right?
I was just telling somebody yesterday, this is a whole other podcast because it's a long story, but I was just telling somebody yesterday that all of the tragedies that have happened in my life, looking backwards, set me up to become the best version of myself. Yeah. Because I was little, I was a normal kid, and then I had
little autistic, but
bad stuff. Let's be frank, I'm a weird person. It's fine. I just kind of marched to my own drummer. I always have.
Cinderella.
Yeah, sure. Oh, I talk to mice. It's okay. But it's just like this tragedy that happened when I was really young. I had PTSD. I stopped communicating all around. Did not talk ever.
Wow.
Or communicate in any capacity. And then so going from that, if that wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't have lost my voice. If I wouldn't have lost my voice, I wouldn't have found my voice. If my parents were there all the time, lo and behold, I've abandonment issues. Okay, we all do, but like, whatever. It's fine. It's actually, I'm not mad about it at all because I realize if I wasn't left alone, and they did the best they could. It's not their fault, but two things can be true at once. I didn't get that, and they did the best they could.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
it's their first time living life too.
It's their first time too. And honestly, if I were in their position, I don't know if I would have done anything differently. You don't know. And if you haven't walked in their shoes at the time that they were walking in those shoes with their life experience, that you would behave differently. But if I wasn't alone all the time, then I wouldn't have gone inward. I was just by myself with my thoughts. And I remember being 7, 8 years old and having a very real ego break. I was just, I'm not doing drugs at 7. There was no drugs. It was just me being like, okay, you are not your thoughts. You are an observer of your thoughts. And I recognized almost like, this is going to sound so woo-woo and like cheesy, but like it's what happened. I recognized my own soul, and I was never the same.
Man, that's not cheesy at all. I mean, like, I wish I
Great
would
that
recognize my soul at
I
a
found that
younger
at like
age,
20.
right?
I found that at like 28, not 8.
Shit.
Yeah, it can't, sometimes tragedy induces that kind of stuff. But it was a good thing that I was alone all the time because I found myself. I found it early, and I knew very early on what I wanted to do. It was just clear to me. It wasn't even like a decision. It was just like, that's what I'm doing. That's what my life is. And I did that. I'm doing that. And it's great because I don't know if that would have happened if all the things that a therapist or anybody else in society would consider bad or tragic, and I wouldn't choose those things again, but I am glad I'm better for them.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah. So just it's the outlook. It's just don't. Which wolf are you feeding? The
two wolves inside. Yep. Mm-hmm. All the people.
You got the reference. Nice. Nice. Look at this guy. This guy and his wisdom.
He's smart. He's wicked smart.
He knows some stuff. He's wicked smart.
I mean, I've been through enough of my own
I know.
to kind of, get there. And if I didn't go through all that stuff, I wouldn't have found my way to express it, where I randomly just started writing things one day. And I'm like, oh, that sounds cool.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah.
Let's put a beat behind it.
That's kind of how it happened. And like, I would show her because I'm like, oh, well, music. I'm like, hey, what do you think of this? And she's like, all right. She's like, show this to other people. I was like, eh.
Really? Oh, man. No, I was like, I told you from the beginning, I'm like, bro, you're a songwriter. You're a songwriter. You are.
I just put things down on paper.
That's what songwriters do. That's what they do. And you have a vision for it. And you did it. And that's the difference between you and other people.
Yeah.
A good idea is just a good idea.
But somebody has to actually put it together.
You have to do it. You have to put it together, and you used everything that your life has brought you to that point. All of the people and the experience that you've had to create that content to begin with, and the relationships that you have built. Yeah. All of that has come together to create this thing that you don't even know what you have yet. You don't even know. No,
which is actually, it's nerve-wracking as hell, but it's also really cool. And like when we sit with the team and like we're still like figuring it out, and it's like, well, there's this and this and this and this and this, and we're just like, where do we go? There's a
I want to help you however I can.
All things we're doing, and it's like
it's a lot.
It's like it's cool. It's like something's gonna hit somewhere, and then it'll domino effect.
Yeah. Just throw some cheese at the wall. One of them sticks.
Yeah, kinda. And then,
a weird way of
like
saying
it's
that.
Cheese.
I'm like the hungriest person.
Melted cheddar
ever.
cheese.
I love cheese. I'm cool with the reference.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I love it. Yeah.
You guys got it.
Hungry,
but did you
dude.
get it?
Yeah,
but
I'm
did you
cool
get
with the
it?
rest. But like I said, like it's cool having like having a team of people that I know like really support me. That it's like I can lean on them. It's like, all right, Sophia, what does the production look like? Big Billy, what's the best way to put this out? Because it's like, I don't know either one of those.
It's too good for you to just. I learned that the hard way. I've put out stuff that I was really proud of, and it was just a drop in the bucket, and nobody ever heard it. And then fast forward 4 years later, the song I was really proud of called "A Better Tomorrow." Nothing ever happened with it, and then 4 years after I released it, CNN picked it up for their promo "Call to Earth," and it has been playing 24 hours. It's been playing 13 times an hour in every country.
Wow.
For 24/7. Pretty crazy.
That's dope.
Yeah. I was really excited. Sponsored with Rolex. I was just like, oh my. I just let it go.
Like you said,
I let it go.
You never know.
You just don't know.
Right.
I mean, and also that's on me, because creating the thing is only half of the battle. I don't want to call it a battle. It's a half of the process.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
It's but like we said, like there's a lot of people out there that are more talented than the other person, but like, there's a strategy to it.
Yes.
How you go about it.
100%. And that's why I've been learning recently, because I've been everything so close to my chest, I just kind of keep everything locked here, and I'll just do it myself, because I didn't have people to depend on, and I don't expect things from people, because why would they help me? They're doing their own. I don't know if that's. I don't know what that is, but anyway. But
it's weird when somebody's like, "Oh no, we believe in you in this project." I'm like, "Yeah," because I don't even know if I fully believe in me and what I'm doing. And it's like, when all these people, it's like, all right, I guess I gotta start believing in this.
Yeah. Well,
Sophia's like, yeah, you better because we're all behind you and putting in a lot of time and effort right now.
Yeah, 100%.
I was like, but I'm at the point now where it's like, no, I do believe this.
You do.
I know I can do this. I'm confident that
100%.
I don't know
There's a switch that happens.
There was definitely a switch. It's like I don't know exactly what's gonna happen, but I know something is.
Yes, 100%. I totally lost what my train of thought was, but along those lines, exactly. Yeah. It's just there's a point where you stop being shucks, and you start stepping into your motherfucking power.
Yeah.
Because I know good and well what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
I can do this. I had no marketing. I had no nothing that went behind that. If it's good, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Then it's good.
Yeah.
It'll find a way. Also, market it. Yeah. Just do that.
And also, like what you said though, like being obsessed with the outcome, like you can't think about if this is going to be amazing and like because obviously we've been through it. Like we've expected something to be like you said. You were so proud of the song, and at the time it was like nothing.
Yeah.
That could have like led you to just be like, why am I doing this? And then you quit, right?
Yeah. Not really.
Now,
not for me.
Not for you, but like for a lot of the people that give up.
Yes.
The people that give up. Right.
I make art for different reasons than that. I never do this with other people in mind. I'm just, what do I need to hear?
Yeah.
What do I want to make? You know, and then I make it, and then I really hope that other people enjoy my art. But if they don't, that's okay, because this has been a great process for me.
And it's not for everybody.
Yeah, it's not for everybody, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The point is, you have to love it.
Yeah.
You have to love it. That matters. What are you doing this for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you love it, you release it, because your art is your art until you put it out, and then it's no longer yours. Then it's for everybody.
Yeah, which is vulnerable.
Yeah.
But also you need to. That's something I've been kind of, I guess, blessed with. It's a weird thing I have where I don't. If you look at my social media, you'll know I am such a weird person, and maybe I should care more about what people think.
No, it's great that you don't.
Right?
It's great that you don't.
That's a superpower, Mom.
Yeah, because you have a lot of like comedy content out there. With your friend Nikki Howard, who I got to meet.
Nikki,
She was lovely. She was dope. You guys have some really funny stuff.
Yeah, you met Nikki.
Yeah, I got to meet Nikki that one time, and like you guys have some really funny stuff. But like a lot of people do care. Like, before, like, obviously we're about to put out all of my poetry stuff and everything like that, but I had to have some really internal thoughts and a lot of talks with my therapist. Like, I'm about to put my entire life and my entire dark side out there. It's
and I know that these words in my diary screaming out loud.
Yeah,
like it's standing in front of a crowd. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
naked.
It's scary.
100%. It is scary, because who said this? I don't know. Some artist said this, but that's your and we're sensitive about our art. We're sensitive about it.
Especially when it's so close to like your actual life.
Your identity.
It's the darkest things that have ever happened to me.
You're right. Yeah, 100%. So you have to I almost separate myself. I don't know if I'm separating myself from other people, because connection matters immensely. And that's something I've learned recently, is that you can have everything in the world, but if you don't have connection, it does not matter. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. That's the ticker, right? And so being able to put it out, and the people who love you will love you for you, all of your weirdness and your quirks and everything else. And the people who need to hear it, that are touched by it, will be touched by it. And the people who are the naysayers, they probably just, you don't know that they're not going through their own thing, or they see your success and it reminds them of where they're not. And so you have to just imagine that these people that are not giving you the love that you deserve there might be going, usually it says more about them than it does about you.
Than it has to do with you. Man, she's just like her husband. She just puts out wisdom and bomb and
we're in therapy right now, dude.
Right? I love the therapy, man. It helps. It helps.
I want to go back to the little song you just sang, because I feel like people are like, wait, what was she singing just now? I wanted to hear it. Like, what was that about?
That was 3 a.m. and I'm still awake writing a song. If I get it all out on paper, it's no longer inside of me, threatening the life it belongs to. Who is that? It's
I thought it was you.
Oh man, no, sorry. I wish I wrote that.
I thought it was you.
I wish I wrote that. No, it's like a
Vanessa Carl, like
He's got that 90s.
It's got like a Natasha Bedingfield, like kind of.
Yeah, around. You know it? It's and the last like an hourglass glued to the table. No one can find the real rhyme, but now cradle your head in my hand and breathe. Breathe. You don't know that song? It's called Pray and Breathe. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know.
You know it, right?
Yeah. Just breathe. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Wait,
no one else can do it for you.
No one else
Is that
can
Pink?
do it for you.
No, that's Natasha Bedingfield.
No one else.
Yep.
No one else can speak the words on your lips. That's one of those songs that everybody low key. I don't care who you are. You scream sing that in your heart. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
That's top 5 white people song.
Yeah.
Top 5 white people song. Right behind Mr. Brightside.
Making my way downtown.
And that one too.
I can't hear that without thinking about white girls. I can't.
Yep.
Or white chicks. I mean,
White chicks.
White chicks.
Yes,
I can't.
yes, white. Oh my God.
And I need you. So aggressive.
Yes.
So
But
funny.
it's so great.
Terry Crews in that is amazing when he's rolling. He's
what?
fucking amazing.
Yeah, I did it.
I love it. Oh,
Like,
I
can't
have another
go
question
places.
as we're kind of
love
getting
it.
to the
You're
rap. I have another question as we get into the rap because we've been talking for almost an hour. I
Have
don't
we?
even know.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn, that went fast.
You didn't even know we started filming.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, and
We
you
just
gotta-
started talking.
that's how it
So
goes.
that's kind of how we do it. We've noticed like, oh, let's just do that, and
That's how we
people.
unpack the chaos here.
True. So, you ever have meetings before your meetings and then post meetings about the meeting?
Yeah.
Can we all just make this one goddamn meeting? Can we do that?
Yeah.
You know?
So you obviously, like I said, man, we can tell you're Link's wife because you just keep on dropping all the wisdom bombs. And you've
You
talked
can
about.
tell Link's my husband. It
Yeah.
came from me first.
Yeah. Oh shit.
There you go.
He's a copier.
There we go.
He's wise in his own right. He is.
Definitely
really is.
Yeah.
But you talked about your imposter syndrome and things as well. So what do you do to keep your mental health like on point and grounded in yourself and your spirituality and your music and everything, and just knowing like, yo, I am that girl. I could do it.
Honestly, something clicked one day, and I always knew that I was obsessed with embetterment, but it wasn't me comparing myself to other people. I was obsessed with being better than myself. And that got me to a place in my skill set where I was like, oh, okay. And then I started hearing people say things like, oh, okay, she's whatever. And then I was like, am I? Okay, am I? I guess. You know, when people start comparing you to your favorite artist and you're just like, no, you know.
Maybe I am that good.
Right?
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
And then you're just like, oh, you don't think about it because we're not looking backwards. We're just looking at like, can I hit this? I don't know. There's only one way to find out though. And so there comes a point where something clicked, and it wasn't just like I knew that I had the skill set to do it because I worked at it. I did the part that nobody else is willing to do, which is the exercises. Nobody wants to do that part. You know, everybody wants to be a singer and no one wants to do vocal exercises. That's it. And so I did the work, and I, you know, had the thing. We'll come back to that later, but, and I was grounded in who I am and what I can do. And I was just, something clicked, and I was I understood what I am and where I'm going.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was mute, when I was a kid, and I was my parents were strict-ish. You know, they were not there, yet still strict. I don't. So I only watched Disney movies like 100% of the time, and which is ironic, right? Cinderella, and telling. And I would just rewind at the end of Beauty and the Beast credits, Celine Dion sings, and I was so obsessed with this woman's voice, and I would listen to it over and over and over. And at being mute, you listen differently than I think other people. I was listening with my whole body. And so I could feel in my face where she was singing, right? When you just really lock in. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden one day I just opened my mouth and I remember feeling like I can't not belt this out. And I started singing, and my parents were like, what is happening? She sings. What do we do with that? You know? And they were just, I don't know how to explain it, but it was just, I understood how to do it, and I did it. Like, I had a big girl voice, young, you know? And then that just led to my whole life. Just that moment changed everything. Because then I was like, I wanted to do this competition, and my parents were like, that's a terrible idea. You started talking 8 minutes ago. You're not going on a stage. What? You know? And I was like, I'm going to do it. And they're like,
you just got to jump.
I guess. And it's not that I wasn't scared. I was terrified. But I had to. There's something that I had to do it. There was not an other option. And I did. And then I won. And then I went to nationals. And, and it was just, and it very quickly became clear to me,
It was your calling and it called out to you in that moment.
Mm-hmm. I literally found my voice.
Right.
I mean, I started talking again.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Music healed me.
I love that.
Literally and figuratively.
I love that happened at such a young age, though. Like you said, though, like something hit you where you embetterment. Like for me, it was since after my accident, I just randomly started acting again, and it's a long story, but I did a short film competition and we ended up winning best film, and I was like,
look at this guy.
This is
amazing.
This is like in 2018, but it's so crazy because after that, I'm like, oh, first of all, this is what I came out here to do. And I never believed in myself. And now like this happened because I just like you said, jumped. I mean, I jumped.
Yeah, take the leap
in a different way and ended up here. But it's always like a leap. Like you have to take a leap of faith.
And when you take a leap, you're rewarded. It's like you take this leap and then God, source, the universe, whatever you want to phrase that, is like meets you there as a step and then step.
But in every year now I'd say, okay, what am I going to do to level up this year? Like I tell myself, I'm like, Danny, how are you going to level up this year?
Yeah.
So like I started dancing. Last year I started dancing, and now that is like led into me dancing with this dance company. And
are you serious?
Yeah. So like every year,
great on these wheels.
You same.
Only wheels.
I need more. I want to hear. This is amazing.
Yeah, no, there's a lot going on, but
can I watch this?
Yeah, there's we've done videos. We've worked with like.
Dude, you're so cool. This is the first time we've ever met, and I'm such a fan.
He's an amazing human being.
I know. That's what I said.
I got a great co-host.
You do.
It's all because of you.
Yes.
No, literally after I was injured, I was right.
Yeah.
I was in my studio apartment in Van Nuys by myself, literally just like that, and my phone rang. I didn't even have this number saved, and it was him. Hey man, what's up? I'm just checking up on you. He was like one of the only people that called me in this time to check up on me repeatedly, and I'm like, what the f does this guy want? Because I'm
just a good human.
Exactly, and he's like, hey man, just come shoot the shit in my apartment.
Is it possible that sometimes people just care about you because you're dope?
Yeah, but like we never were that close before. So
we ran in the same circle.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. But for him to like reach out like that, it was like there's certain times when the universe is like sprinkles like some crackers in your trail. Like you gotta like follow this path. So I went over there, and that's how Chaos was born. From that,
from us like sitting shooting this. Let's
talking
do
about nightlife and how we got out, and he was like, man, we should make a podcast about this. Like, so
you should.
And look at where we are now.
Yeah, but now like back
you guys
to
should really make a podcast.
Yeah, but back to that is like every year I try to level up, and now he's leveling up, and like we're here, the studio's bigger, but like you have to grow as a person to like move ahead in life.
You have to catch up with who you are, who you've become.
Yeah.
Because you get clarity with all of the contrast that you go through.
Yes.
And then when you do become more, but then sometimes your mind and your body will talk you out of it, right?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Definitely.
There's a lot of I had to get to. It's like mentally I'm here, but physically I'm still here, and I gotta wait for it to catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gone further there where it's like I can
become the
visualize
person.
It. I can visualize it. Like I can see like where all this is going. I can see it.
Yes. Yes.
Do you guys ever at night like I was talking to my friend yesterday, and before I go to bed, sometimes I feel it. It's like something is gonna happen. You're like, I'm right there.
Yeah.
Like,
Every day.
I know it. I know it. Something's gonna happen. I start crying. I'm like, just keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
That's amazing. You know what I do? I'm working on avoidance. This is gonna come out not the way that it sounds.
Sorry, we get it.
I don't think about
throw the cheese at the wall.
myself
See what happens.
enough. I will avoid. I'll focus my energy on other people because that just seems easier to me. I used to have a tendency of getting lost in that. I'm like, I need to like go to bed and think about myself and what I want.
Yes.
More of that.
Right.
Do that.
The
That's
hardest
not
thing
selfish.
to do is look in the mirror.
Yeah,
Right?
But it's
I'm
not
happy just letting life happen.
No, but it's not selfish to see where you want to be down the road as
100%.
the highest version of yourself. The more you see it, the more you're aligning with it, the more you're on that frequency, the more you're not accepting anything less than that, the more you're focused, because so many people in this city lose that focus.
Yes.
But if you have somewhere, it's like, I want to get here.
Yeah, I mean, you got to learn like
I have something to keep me.
right.
Yeah.
You got to learn when it's ego, like when it's ego and selfishness, and make it like like you're doing this for yourself, to better yourself.
I love that
Sometimes
you said that.
you need for the longest time, like you said, I never worked on myself. I was always helping everybody else and never like doing anything
think
for
about
me.
myself. I would work on myself. Like I will take time for myself, but I just never I don't think about, like, you know how like people go to bed and they're thinking about where they would, like, I don't know how to explain it, like how that I want that the thing that you're saying, I want to do that more of where you're so where do you want to
just gotta daydream and get lost in it.
I need to daydream about myself.
Lost in it. I mean, at night it's still a daydream, but like there's times I get lost in it where all of a sudden I'm like, oh, 30 minutes just passed. Where was I?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's
like,
manifesting. You're
it's like an outer body
imagining
experience.
your life how you want it to be. And here's the thing: I'm so happy. Like, I really, really am, and I know that there's more. But also, I think for the first time in my life, I'm not. You know, it's always somewhere in the future, and it's not. Because if you do that forever, you're going to go through your whole life, and you'll never have just been where you are. You'll miss it. You'll miss the whole thing. Yeah. You know, because you were the next thing, the next. I'm not doing that anymore. Yeah. I'm actually very, very happy, and I have the best friends, and I love my life, and I'm excited about what's next and what's in the unfolding of what's happening right now with me, especially with music, but also with film. This movie's going to theaters.
Yes.
Hollywood Grit is going to theater, going to AMC. And
when is that?
I forgot. Like, I didn't think about that until we started doing a podcast.
Sometimes you just need time to sit and kind of reflect on it. I think, and we'll have to have her back on again, and her husband at the same time, to just get
that'd be great.
Wisdom bombs left and right, and can reflect on everything. But homie, it's been so great to have you on. We greatly
so
appreciate
good.
Thank you.
When
I
the
could talk to you
conversation
guys for hours.
when the conversation flows, it's always great. But we really appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thank you
for
so
having
much. Thank you all for checking out this episode of The Chaos with actress, singer, songwriter, all the above.
Cheese thrower.
All the above.
Gusher eater.
Cheese thrower.
Gusher eater, Victoria Renee. Make sure you check out all of her music online. Make sure you check out the movie that's coming out in AMC soon, Hollywood Grit. I'm your host, Mikey Tailman.
I'm your co-host, Danny J. Gomez.
We'll catch you on next time on The Chaos.
Peace.